Morning.
Morning.
All right,
Good
guys.
morning.
Good morning, morning. You're gonna cook for tour.
That's it. Now I think we can go upstairs.
Yay!
Today we are in Austin, Texas at KW headquarters. Instead of doing our retreat back home where you would usually do it at like Madison Beach Hotel or the Omni, instead we're doing it here in Austin and the whole team's here. So there's quite a different goals. Number one is to get our numbers out, our business in order, a lot of mindset, type coach, personality test, you know, bonding, get to know each other.
And if there's any gift that I want you to come out of this weekend with, it's understanding how this manifestation process works. It's this, not the magic part, because again, I'm not saying there's magic in it, but there is intention in deciding that you want something. And then when you decide, setting your actions on a course that will get you there. Why is it so relevant today? Well, it's July 9th. You're halfway through the year. You're more than halfway through the year. And at the beginning of the year, you all set an intention. You decided you were gonna do something this year. Halfway through, how are you doing?
Day one, a lot of inspirational talk, a lot of having guests come in and talk about how they've expanded and grew the company, and just kind of focusing on what our next steps are and how we can get to that point. Getting a little advanced copy of the rookie playbook for KW was a bonus, and that's gonna be a nice addition to our library.
You know, I think the thing that hit most people this morning so far was when Jay said he gave up a $5 million opportunity to make sure that he spent time with his son, and that was like the non-negotiable. And we were having, a lot of parents were talking about, like, you have to know what that non-negotiable is, otherwise you don't say no to stuff.
You say yes to
You
everything.
say yes to everything, but if you could identify.
And then you, like I think Dan said it, and then you kind of suck at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you could identify what are the non-negotiables, then it makes everything else easy.
And it's only when you know what you're shooting at that you can do that.
So this morning, Matt's gonna kick us off when he gets here from the track. So Matt's talking from 9 to 10, and then we have type coach, personality assessment coming and sharing their wisdom with us.
This is about you understanding your profile as it relates to the world, and then these tools will help you understand who you may be talking to. But as I mentioned, people's intellect, their emotional intelligence, their capacity for understanding sort of the global impact of it. I want this tool to be super valuable, but I also don't want to hear it being used as a weapon or a way to shortcut what we do, which is build relationships with one another as an organization. So it's very, very important, because this is very valuable stuff and really insightful, but it's not a shortcut to learning about who you're talking to.
And then we have Taco Dell for lunch. Then we have David Voorhees coming to talk to us. And then we also have Eric Corney coming to share some wisdom with us. And then we are going to Gary's Ranch.
I always take out a lot more mindset than I always anticipate. You think you're coming in for like a market stat update and to get to know the business. And as an operations person, I'm always like, oh, like this is a team retreat for the agents, and you know, like I'm gonna pay attention, of course, but then I always end up with some like existential crisis because Matt is just such a visionary, and he just makes you feel like, it sounds so corny, but it sounds like you can truly like save the world after him and any of them speak. You're like, oh wow, like why didn't I just think of that? Why didn't I just do that? And I always get something out of our meetings. So something that I didn't already know, learn something new every day and be 1% better.
And that's a wrap. Yeah.